Yokes and I am a singer-songwriter. So what am I doing out in the woods instead of writing songs? Today I am challenging myself to become a wildlife photographer, and I have someone professional helping me. Let's welcome Sid!
Hello, good morning, Yokes.
Good morning!
I've brought you a wonderful camera for you to work with.
Thank you so much, Sid!
You're welcome.
Wow. Sid, can you tell us more about yourself?
Of course, yeah. So my name is Sid Das. I've spent the last 10 years living here in Singapore, and I'm a wildlife photographer.
Ooh.
I spend a lot of time volunteering with the Jane Goodall Institute of Singapore, where we spend a lot of time talking to people, educating them, storytelling about the wonderful gifts that we have from nature.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, yeah.
So, Sid, what can we expect today?
Right, so today we're in the amazing Bukatima Nature Reserve. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be walking around looking at how nature is so beautifully and perfectly designed, and how we as human beings have managed to design around it so that without interrupting it and disturbing it, we can still enjoy it. I'm going to show you how we get some amazing photographs and to be able to really enjoy our day out here.
Shall we go?
Let's do it.
Sid, why don't I see any animals here?
Okay, fair point. So again, the forest doesn't work on our schedule. It's not here to turn up and show us all the animals when they're ready. If you look around very carefully, and if you have the patience, we might find something around it. But unfortunately, they don't just come and go as we want them to. There's a reason why it's designed in a certain way, so that when the animals do come into our presence, we can see them. And if they want to get away from us, there are areas where the paths don't cross so that they can stay away from us. It's not just that you can walk anywhere you want in the park. The paths are designed so that you avoid certain areas so that some of the animals can get some respite and can get some rest, and that we're not bugging them all the time and troubling them.
Shall we go?
Let's, yeah.
Sid, what is this?
I know, look at this, this is beautiful, right? So this is a prime example of nature and humans living in harmony, in coexistence, right? So in nature, if this was a completely wild, natural virgin forest, then the trees would automatically fall down at some point.
Yeah.
It could be because old, or there's something that's gone wrong with them, or unfortunately they've picked up a fungus or something like that, it'll bring them down. Now, with humans and nature working together, by design, we can recognize these things, or it could be a threat that it was on the pathway, for example, and the humans have brought it down intentionally. Now, a lot of people might say that's really bad, why are you cutting down trees, etc. But there are certain circumstances where it's necessary by design to do that. The important thing is that you leave it here so that it can still decompose and go back into being a part of the forest, even as a tree that's been brought down. I mean, it's just nice, yeah, there's so many different things. Oh gosh, yeah. They're just flies, Yokes. They're really, honestly, they're harmless, but I think the really important thing to remember with these is they all have a role to play in the ecosystem. Now, we're so used to getting excited and loving all these very charismatic creatures that we all want photos of, the fluffy otters and the monkeys and the colugos that fly around that are so grammable, right? But we forget about the things like the flies, the worms, the insects. All of them play an essential part of the ecosystem, and it's so important to have them in biodiversity.
Sorry. Thank you for your service. Okay, shall we move on?
Let's go, let's go. This is a really good spot because there's a lot of animals around. You can hear it because you're constantly hearing the leaves falling down and all the other noises around us. So if we stay really quiet and look around, I've seen some great woodpeckers flying around. They're actually interested in us, and then keeps flying from one tree to another tree, looking at us from different angles. Yeah, you. And so sometimes it's just all about being patient. Hey Yokes, come take a look at this.
that?
So what we brought here, Yokes, is an anthill. It's just a very small one. You get some really, really big ones here, but this is really exciting to see because it's great to have a very healthy forest that there are ants in. Do you know what the role of ants are in a forest?
I don't know.
So they're amazing. They're like the recyclers. They go around picking up all dead animals, picking up all the leaves and all the other plants that are dead, and they help to decompose it to make the soil really healthy, which is something that's absolutely essential to a healthy forest. And it's great that we're seeing these kind of anthills all over this wonderful forest.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's carry on. Let's see what else we might find.
Let's go.
Yeah. See, this is quite a nice area, right? This is a really nice part of the forest. Okay, I'll show you something about this. That's a caluga, yeah, just up there.
The animal?
Yep, that's an animal. That's the flying squirrel thing I told you about.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it?
And I realized the path that we've been walking through today is actually quite comfortable.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think it's very nicely done, and there's an absolute strategy and art in finding that balance, right? So they want to build pathways, and it's good park management to build pathways where us as the people and the visitors get to enjoy the serene beauty of the natural world. At the same time, we have to be respectful of the environment. We have to be respectful of both the flora and the fauna. Now, for example, Singapore does a brilliant job of defragmenting the environment because they have eco-link bridges, they have rope bridges, they have these wonderful bridges like this as well that helps populations that live on this side to get onto this side. Otherwise, what happens are these gene pools stay isolated from each other. But with all these eco-link bridges, the rope bridges, these things, and so many other mechanisms that are put into place, it helps to make it a very, very healthy ecosystem. And that's something that we all get to enjoy.
Good planning.
It is, yeah. It really is. What a wonderful day, Yokes. It was so nice, and I'm so glad because if we can even convert one person at a time to be able to be exposed and to see this and stumble upon how much beautiful nature we have just on the doorstep of our city, right?
Yeah.
And one person at a time, we get to realize how lucky we are to have this perfect balance between like city life and flora and fauna out here.
I can really tell that you are very passionate about this. So moving forward, what's next?
Well, we've got lots of exciting things coming up, actually. Apart from just spending time in the beautiful nature and volunteering with the Jane Goodall Institute that does these amazing walks like what I'm doing right now with you, we actually have a fireside talk coming up, and it's going to be a really exciting talk, so we'd love for you to join us. And aside from that, spending more time on these wonderful, wonderful walks. Are you going to join us?
I would love to. It's really beautiful, and usually I'm a city girl, so I don't usually explore nature.
Right.
But from today, I feel like, okay, I am going to do it more, and I really appreciate the nature in Singapore. It's gonna be so fun. Come and join us too!